We would not have had the time. At least to make it all the way over here at that point. God. I was looking at my map and it's distorted too! Ah! Ah, God! That was an accident! Damn it! I got it! I got it! Fucking distorted in a super tight space. Jeez. Is this even going where I need to go? I kind of went down a staircase without really thinking it would take me so far out. Whoa. Okay. Here's a helicopter or something. Where's another battery? Because that's obviously going to end up opening the door. Ah, here we go. Right? Power flickered for a second. We must have to press a button somewhere. Because I see that there is an office above us. Oh, and here's an elevator leading to the ordinary AWE. Good. It looks like a room I could have gone into, but I guess not. Oh, you know what? The elevator's gonna take us up there. But I have questions. I mean, I always have questions, but I feel like I missed... Like, there was another turn, right? No. Nope, I went the only way. Damn. I was hoping, you know, like maybe there was just an ever slight turn. Alright. So, I'm wondering how much is going to be accessible from the turntable, because we have this AWE, with the ordinary AWE, which we're making our way towards. What about the other question marks? What are those? I mean, we know what they are by reading the signs. They're the other AWEs, or the dump site. I think. This seems a little bit too close to comfort. Alright, boys, give me a second. I need to get help. Uh-oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sometimes I do wish I had the fire rate up on this gun, so that way I could just charge this way faster. Because there's like a second where like it flashes, which makes me think I'll be able to fire, but it's not actually fireable for like another couple of milliseconds. It's really weird. Airplane evaluation request. Or, I was wrong. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the blank AWE. See case file blank for details. It is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought here through the New York subway tunnels, New York subway tunnel special access blank. For more information on Tunnel Blank and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and blank, see file 412-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank blank, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. So that plane is suspected of being altered. That plane slash helicopter slash VTOL. Ordinary AWE. AWE study on hold. Areas off limits, pending future use. Did they ban the place off? Ordinary Stage 1A. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. JF, therapy session 2010. That's us. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Dr. Nosebleed. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by his name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden. Let's see. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation house. I guess we're about to go in there and find out. Whoops, didn't press the button. This is where things are gonna go a little crazy, I think.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, we found out. I don't know what would happen.
I don't like the sound that's going on.
The men in the suits, they told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, Kyle.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now, I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Dude, that radio host is really good at just misdirecting. Ordinary summary. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP15 case file and Darling presentations for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team had found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and prime candidate program files blank. Whew. Okay. Well, first off, now we actually have like the confirmed ages, so that means that Dylan's 27 and Jesse's 28. So there wasn't like that huge of like an age gap. But let's see what Dr. Darling has to say about all this.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the multimedia.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Well, that was a morbid way to end that off. All right.
These forces gravitate toward archetypal
Ordinary
objects.
stage 4A, town proper. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There were a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and I hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Huh. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we would call her Polaris because she was doing stars at school. Additional slide designation, hand, is verified in an impure possession. Ooh. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation, Dog Neil.
Gun, a television.
Oh no. Are we gonna run into a mutated Neil? Uh-huh. Thank you guys for keeping the control point safe. Man, there are so many files here. Ordinary stage 2. After what happened to school at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and we saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but it really was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very hot. The Knot Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation, temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation, Knot Mother. Oh boy. What the fuck? I see the house. Only in the reflection, though. That's disturbing, and I'm just going to assume that's a glitch.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the fifth iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Woo! Woo, Dylan. Woo, FBC. They did not know how to handle him. Honestly, Dylan probably would have totally been willing to do everything they wanted him to do if they just didn't lock him up. The FBC is, really mixed. They do a lot of things to try to be by the book, but at the end of the day, they seem to just be scared and paranoid. And I guess that's all they really ever can be. Alright. I'll go for kill, hiss elevated. I still have to kill enemies with my shield barrage. I just keep forgetting to do that. Can I upgrade right now? I can upgrade my shatter. Can I upgrade it twice? Ooh, I can. Good. That's what I'm doing then. And then I'm probably just going to leave spin alone because I want to save my points. We still have... Actually... Is everything fully upgraded? No, Pierce doesn't have other slots yet, so we're still waiting on that. But I can upgrade Shatter, so yeah, let's get to it. Let's see. First off, I want to see what happens when I just equip a ton of these projectiles fired mods. Just absolutely, like, alright, so 20 projectiles. Ooh. How many projectiles does this fire normally? I wish we would get like a base stat. That'd be nice, like something that told me the actual overall damage. But that's obviously not gonna happen. Let's see, what else could I slap onto this? We're gonna keep the one projectile fired mod, and then maybe go for either base damage or maybe projectile spread. Because obviously this isn't too good at long-range combat, unless you slap on the projectile spread mod. Or not even long-range combat, but like medium combat. I'd call that like kind of medium, like right here. But more like here. Wow, that fucker is dead. But we're gonna go for damage instead. Just because that's like a nice flat upgrade to everything. And then in terms of recoil, I still don't feel like recoil really matters. So maybe I'll do something else. Maybe I'll do headshot damage or ammo cost while levitating. Reload speed. Yeah, that could be okay. And then I'll dismantle some mods while we're here. Goodbye to Pierce Zoom, probably. Yeah, we already have 2 of that. I don't need multiple recoil mods. This is why sort function would have been nice, just so I could be like, I don't want this, or this, or this. Am I sure I don't want headshot damage? I don't know if I really headshot people too much with the shatter. I'd rather save that for Pierce when we can get the upgrade for it, but I guess for now... Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll keep what we've got right now. Alright, we're going classic. Pistol shotgun combo. And the first 2 that we actually had options as. Ordinary Stage 1B. Witness testimonies. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Whoa. Neil was really into it. We found he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. So something can happen if someone changes the slide when you're in there? That doesn't sound good. Stage 4B. We went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born, or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except hand. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity. Designation, Polaris. Well... I think it all comes down to this.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Alright. They have a not to scale recreation of Ordinary. So we gotta find the dump. Which is probably over there at stage 1. Huh. Let me look. Oh, okay, never mind then. Excuse me, Deputy Staff Officer IDSD 331. You are to stand down. I am the director of this damn facility.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Is this where the... This looks like a dump, and it's stage 1, but I'm not seeing the slide of power. All this little micromanagement. what do I have a bunch of that I don't care for? Ammo cost while levitating. I can probably get rid of that, really. I just, like, while I do a lot of fighting while levitating at times, a lot of times when I'm doing that, I'm just shooting
They say
shit.
when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature. Real. I got that right.
Huh. Hold on, I want to punch a hole through this building. Just to see if I can walk through it. Nice. I feel gigantic, powerful. I will stomp on everything. But, okay. Ordinary dump site. Why is it all the way up here? I guess to make it its own special little room.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Dude, fuck the psychiatrists. I hope that they were an FBC agent and not just like a legit ignorant psychiatrist who just made everything horribly worse. Ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See interviews blank and blank for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes: Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary Town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. Jesus. They brought literally the entire dump site here? Holy shit. I was wondering what they meant by, like, ordinary dump. I thought...
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York.
Right?
And nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
That's the FBC for you. Capable of doing pretty incredible things when they're not fucking things up for everybody else. Dump secession of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Oh no. Maybe Dr. Darling found more slides. And then that's how the hiss got out. Oh boy. I like when these guys get stuck, like, on the lower level. They can very much float upwards if they wanted to, but they just don't. Oh boy. Anybody with guns? No, just the altered. Oh, hey, there's an altered. I keep getting names mixed up. Elevated. Elevated and charged. I kind of want to take a risk, but I'm not going to do it. I wanted to try ground pounding on top of the chart to see what would happen.
We should check that lab.
Yeah, that was definitely going to be on my to-go area. The mobile lab definitely catches the eye. But I'm looking around first. Alright. So we did actually legitimately end up in the ordinary dump site. Slightly off to the side of the turntable. Anything up here? Box. At this point, I want to carry more stuff. 24 is feeling so damn limiting.